Let's see if there's anything. Oh, wait. Hold on. Do I happen to have any rope? No, I don't, which means I should probably actually, before I leave, I should see about buying some rope, because I think I'm gonna need that in this area now that we have the troll trouble officially starting. Wait, does that mean... I guess that officially means that I haven't bought anything yet. Yay, rope. All right, let me see your goods. You do have them on. I was like, wait, shouldn't you have those at? Okay, you're good. Okay. All right. Now, as usual, we gotta buy all the food. Another bag of holding for 25,000. Oh. Yep, buy all the food. Now let's go. Do. Ford across the Skunk River. This is where I need to go. Okay. Hopefully this is where I need to go.
In due time.
Let us strike to victory!
Amateurs!
Yep, there's Jubilos, all right. Oh my god, wow, I actually never realized the blood that actually flows in the water. Neat. So, the gnome invites some of his friends. Stupid and slow, sluggish gnome. Gnome, stupid. There's a purple kobold on the river bank who looks just like your old acquaintance Tartuccio. Kobolds want this card. Kobolds shall have it. The horse skull hides his. The horse skull hides most of the kobold's face, but you see his vicious eyes glinting through the empty socket, staring at you. By orders of myself, the glorious King Tartuk. The kobold pounds his chest with his fist. Tartuk King. The head of the gnome expedition wipes his brow and glares at the kobold. This bastard was the one who talking our ears off while the rest of them were trying to steal our cart. King Tartuk. The gnome looks at you and winks. What do you say to a bit of regicide? Tartuccio, I recognize you. What is this new disguise? Why are you not dead? How dare you speak like that to King? Kobolds, attack. Oh. Okay. Oh. Well. Oh, he casts a haste upon him. Okay.
We will prevail.
Damn. See you soon enough. This is not over. Alright, Tartuccio. Oh.
I do what I must.
While the gnomes were busy fighting the kobolds fiercely, cursing and diligently punching their unwelcome guests right in their dragonish snouts, the cart was all but forgotten. The unwitting cause of the fight, it was being dragged away by the scared ponies when it slid down the ford, sinking all the way up to the coachman's seat in the river. This was where the Skunk River flows into the Tusk water, and the current becomes excessively spiteful, cold, stubborn, and turbulent. Having taken hold of the gnome's cart, the Skunk River must have decided to drag it down amid all the commotion, but it was caught in the act. The surviving gnomes, led by the lead of the gnome expedition, an extremely loud and crabby fellow, but not without some menagerant talent, were able to catch the cart before it floated away. Faces red and grunting from the strain, they struggled to keep it from drowning entirely. Just then, a package fell into the water. With a heartbreaking splash, it vanished beneath the current, only to resurface 10 meters down the river. No! Well, the head of the gnome expedition moaned as he glowered at the package. That was Alchemy and Life, the latest issue. Oh boy. After plunging into the cold river, the ponies immediately lost their nerves, swiveling their ears and twitching. They tried to chew through the reins and throw off the load. Why are you just standing there? Go on, help them. The head of the gnome expedition was visibly dissatisfied as he shouted. Choose a character of us. One of us tried to jump into the cart to untie the ponies still standing in the water. Yeah. Yay! Okay. Lindsay nimbly climbed onto the roof of the cart and carefully crawled toward the ponies hitched up at the riverbank. The ponies seemed to be relieved to feel a firm hand holding the reins again. They calmed down at once and allowed themselves to be unhitched. In just a few moments, they were standing back at the ford, ready to pull the cart from the river. Now, while the gnomes were busy fighting the kobolds, furiously cursing and diligently punching them. Okay, wait. We tied a rope to the cart. 1, 2, 3, and the rope is securely tied to the cart, making it easier to pull out. A good lesson for every adventure: never leave home without a rope. Rope is your best friend. Gathering our strength, we began pulling the cart from the river. If you're certain you're ready, then let's do it. But be careful. But be careful. Imagine the cart's full of gold or ale or some other thing you could bear to lose. Valor found, better you should trust in our dignity than our greed, sir gnome. The gnome rolls his eyes. For God's sake, whatever, just pull the cart. I pulled the cart. The cart creaked and cracked, sounding as though it were sobbing. The boar strained against the combined stress of the crushing waters pull against everyone trying to pull the cart ashore. Fortunately, both sides were of equal strength. Something had to be done, or the poor cart would be torn to pieces. Wait. Why is it stating just me? Oh God. Oh God. Oh no. I literally need to roll the natural. I actually can't even roll a natural 20 for that. Charisma. What? Oh, charisma. This feels different. Sulking, wet, freezing, and exhausted. The group's initial enthusiasm had all but vanished. They glared at the cart scornfully, ready to give up and forget about it. I probably should have buffed for this. Yep. I probably should have buffed for this. Dr. Jubilost. Whoops. Eh?
What troubles you?
In due time.
Adventures call to them.
Apparently it's all me.
Share your trouble.
And it's not choosing for the best person, which is weird. Normally it's actually going for the best person. Oh, wait. What? What? Okay, I'm gonna take off my armor real quick. That, what? Athletics plus.
What troubles you? I won't let you down.
I'm listening.
Inimosi travisi. Aporane sentes.
Adventures call to them.
All right, this is probably the better one. This is gonna be the better one to choose. It's the higher check. A huge stone on the river was blocking the cart, so the Baron tried to find it and remove it out of the way. Damn. No, something I might probably actually. Jeez. There we go. After everyone struggled together for a while, the cart finally made it out of the muddy riverbed and rolled back onto the rocky mound. 45 XP? Really? Rolled back onto the rocky ground of the waiting ford, prompting some seemingly indignant sloshes and squelches as the river released its trophy and rushed along in its search of easier prey. Losing no time, the head of the gnome expedition jumped inside for a good while, rattling and swearing were all that could be heard from the cart until the gnome's face finally appeared from under the rooftop, seemingly satisfied. Almost everything's still in place, he announced cheerfully, jumping from the start. It's all wet and crumpled, but at least nothing's missing. Thank you, travelers. If not for your help, guided by my keen supervision, of course, I'd have to say goodbye to all my possessions. Alright, so we got 45 XP from that. Wonder if it's going to be any different if we go for a... I wonder if it'll be different if we go for a stat-based check. No. It wouldn't. Actually, it would be worse. Why would it be worse? Those are harder to do. I don't know. Those are much harder to do. The Roman stands before you wears dirty and ragged clothes. They used to look stylish and wealthy long ago, but those times are long gone. His black hair is matted, a deep, fresh scratch crosses his cheek. Despite of this rather pathetic look, the gnome behaves with inner dignity and even managed to maintain a superior manner.
Jubilus Nartropple, at your grace's service. Your help with these kobolds and my almost drowned cart was timely indeed. By the way, it's a shame no one organized a greeting party when such a famous and popular person as myself arrived to your capital. I wasn't expecting a red carpet covered with rose petals, but you could at least have sent ahead some delegation. Oh, at least some of my servants are still alive. Do you know how much it costs to train a proper servant?
Sounds like your servants are nothing but tools to you. Truly, with masters like that, being a servant is not much of an improvement over being a slave.
What's this then? Huh. Run along, little girl. The grown-ups are talking.
So, you're not only arrogant, but a boorish swine as well. Why am I not surprised at all?
I forgot how freaking rude and honest. I forgot how rude Jubilos is. Jubilos only clears his throat, paying no attention to the fuming mage.
Also, while I'm on that, I'd like to make an official announcement. The roads in your barony are in terrible condition. People must search for wading fords to cross the rivers because no one had bothered themselves with building bridges, and honest travelers have to take the risk of being attacked by kobolds at any moment. So, how did you say your barony was called? Whatever, never mind. When I draw the map of these lands, I will call them Maybe Local Baron Will Help. I guess it's a fitting name.
The gnome fell silent. At last he just watches you with his shifty eyes opening and closing his mouth as if he wants to say something more but hasn't come up with anything yet to say.
You think too highly of yourself, Sir Gnome. Behave with some dignity while you're on these lands.
Oh, I see. The very spirit of knighthood embodied. So, what do you propose me to do, Sir Knight? Should I lie?
By no means. But you shall not be so blunt. I bid you to express your opinion in a more courteous form.
Your problem, Sir Knight, is that you worry too much about form and appearance. Unsurprisingly so, considering your pretty face. As for me, I worry solely about the content.
Valerie blushes even more and turns away. It seems to you that the gnome had stepped on her toes. Okay. I guess those glasses on your nose are just there to make you look smart, Jubilos.
I'll have you know that
Please, don't waste your words and time on this buffoon, especially because of me.
Valerie nods to you with a slight smile indicating her appreciation for your aid. Oh. How do you know I'm the Baron? I'm a Baron.
I've already told you I visited your capital some time ago. Weren't you listening to me? And I'm used to being greeted by officials when I arrive to settlements of at least some importance. The glory of myself and my exploits usually precedes me, and officials usually prefer to be on good terms with me.
I didn't know you'd come.
Yes, you're right. I should have remembered that your lands are in the middle of nowhere, and you don't get updates on important things in time.
I really don't like your manner of speaking.
So what? I don't like a lot of things. You know what I do when I don't like something? I try to change it. For example, I don't like your barony's roads, so I've reported to the authorities about it, namely, you. And as for you, instead of pouting, you'd better get down to business and try to resolve the trouble. I can see it's your first encounter with the freedom of speech. Just do what you consider right, and let others discuss it. You know, not everyone gets a chance to become a baron, so discussing a baron's actions is actually all the unlucky ones can do.
Uh-huh. Still, I'd like you to hold back your harsh comments.
And I'd like you to stop telling me what to do.
So what happened here? How did your cart end up in the river?
My party and I set up camp at the bank of this river. We'd just finished kindling the fire when that purple bastard appeared. You know what he told me? He introduced himself as the King of the Kobolds and told me he needed our clothes because he wanted to dress his subjects properly, you see, as long as they've established the kingdom of their own. That's literally what he said. I wonder, where did he learn the words? Obviously, I told him to buzz off. Some kobold wants to strut around wearing the clothes of the great cartographer Jubilos Nartropple. No way. So I've been explaining my position to him, being rather eloquent too, suggesting he and his so-called kingdom might as well fall into the deepest sinkhole. But in the meantime, I've noticed that kobolds have already started to untie my cart. Well, I called my men to keep the cart safe. They couldn't guess what to do on their own, just stood there with their mouths ajar. Then things heated up as the fighting started, and while we were fighting, the ponies dragged the cart to the river. Stupid animals.
God, I love this guy's voice acting. You said you were famous, but I don't know you. What are you famous for?
That was either a stupid and offensive joke or a case of total ignorance. The latter, I hope. I'm famous as a traveler, a cartographer, an alchemist, and a journalist. The students of all the major universities study the world using my maps. My articles for different journals are well known everywhere, from Andorran to Brevoy. You've definitely read some issues of National Alchemy, haven't you? Culinary Almanac of the Inner Sea? Or the most scandalous one, The Independence, describing benefits and drawbacks of governments and regimes in different states? Didn't read any of these? Oh, well, don't answer that. I don't want to spoil my impression of your barony. It's spoiled enough already. It's hard for me to write at least something positive otherwise.
Oh, God. Okay.
Wait, the Jubilos Narthrapple? Author of the 14 and a half eulogies to Pitax? Oh my, every student in the Academy of Grand Arts devoured your books, especially after King Aravetti banned them, tried you in absentia, and sentenced you to death.
I see at least someone in this shabby barony has at least a rudimentary education, even if they got them in such a dubious establishment as the Pitax Academy of Grand Arts.
I was expelled for irreverence.
Ah, is this so? Well, if it is true, then you just might not be beyond hope.
So what is such a famous person doing in the forest? Oh, I love Jubilost. So what is such a famous person doing that far from civilization?
I pursue two objectives. The first is to write an article on this new barony of yours for the Independent. The second is to draw a detailed map of the stolen lands. Before this barony appeared, it had been too dangerous to come here, but now an opportunity has appeared. Thanks to you, I must add. So, as you can see, the freedom of speech sometimes grants positive comments too. Anyway, I'm almost done with this journey. My article is practically ready, so is the map. All that's left to do now is to find an old dwarven outpost established here several centuries ago.
What is this dwarven outpost you're searching for?
Your ignorance is stunning. You create a barony and still you know nothing about the lands you own. I'll have to enlighten you on the subject. You see, long ago there was a dwarven trade route crossing these lands. It connected Five Kings Mountains and the north. The route was so important to the dwarves that they were generous enough to set a number of outposts along it, manned with armed guardians to provide protection for the traders. One of these outposts must be somewhere nearby, lost and completely forsaken, but nothing can avoid the watchful eye of the great cartographer Jubilos Nartropple. I will find this outpost, and I will mark its location on the map. You can trust me on that.
I'm looking for the... tell me. Is this old dwarven outpost abandoned? Is it possible it's now used by trolls as a lair, for instance?
Why not? Dwarves like being underground, trolls like being underground too. It's quite possible after dwarves left, their warm and cozy place fell into the hands of less attractive creatures.
I'm looking for the troll's lair. Maybe we're looking for the same place. Let's join our efforts and start looking together.
Well, you proved to be a capable companion in a case of emergency. I guess I can entrust you with covering my back. Let's go. I will send someone for my cart later.
No.
In due time.
All right, came here. Right. All right. Came to do what I wanted to do here. Sure, I'll grab all that. Oh, wait, before we leave. Okay. Yay! Oh, wait, hold on. Maybe he can deal with this. No, he can't. Oh well. Alright, there's the lone house. I think we need to go to the ruined watchtower now. Next.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
Tear them apart!
I still got it.
Ow! Run!
This will hurt!
Oh god, Mary, run!
They go down! This won't kill me.
Why do you attack Mary? What did she do? Oh god, run, Amiri.
Bring it! Could this happen? Tear them apart!
This is getting a bit rough here.
Considerably provoked.
They go down!
I'm writing you out of our story.
Ooh, nice.
You should have run! Strike!
Oh god, you need to be using your acid, girl.
Don't hold back!
Okay. Dalton, an elderly half-elf stands before you. His sun-bleached hair reveal him as a seasoned traveler, and the confidence with which he holds his bow reveals him to be a seasoned warrior, and his cart full of various items. It seems a trader as well. Damn trolls almost died from the stink alone. Okay. They almost had me. Since when are trolls not afraid of fire? Good thing I had a few flasks of acid among my goods. And thank you for your timely rescue, friends. Despite his confident gaze, his voice trembles slightly. A few moments more, and I would have. He frowns. Whoever rules these lands gives little care to its safety. Formerly safe trade roads are given. Safety. Formerly safe trade roads are given over to trolls and not a guard to be seen. But where are my manners? I am Dalton from Ivon, a merchant by trade. Who are you? I'm the Baron of these lands. Your words are fair. I'll do what I can to make the roads safer. Dalton looks shocked. Oh, I beg your forgiveness, Your Grace. Dalton bows politely, but these trolls, they're a threat to everyone. They've attacked several villages, destroyed several bridges, and are scaring away trade caravans. Worse than bandits by far. If Your Grace is willing to resolve the matter, I know a mage living nearby. I visit him from time to sell him regions for his spells. He's an expert on trolls. Might know why they've suddenly become bolder and fireproof. Huh. I can see you're an experienced trader. Would you consider operating exclusively in my barony? Don't get me wrong, Your Grace, but I have family in Brevoy, so my road always takes me there. No matter how dangerous the journey. Roads are unsafe. I would suggest you go no further than the capital and wait until the roads can be garrisoned properly. There's still plenty of trade to be had elsewhere in the region. Nice! If things are that bad, well, then perhaps I shall conduct my business here for the time. Very well. Tell me more about this mage. Bartholomew is his name. He's not bad for a human, always so polite, so respectful, but there is something odd about him. He lives alone in the middle of the woods, his house surrounded by traps with a single safe road leading to it. No bandits nor trolls scare him. And the way he looks at you, it's like he's examining you, like he's considering to crack you open to see what's inside. Any other dangers? Ain't dangers on the road? Trolls aren't enough. Trolls aren't enough, huh? Actually, I have heard a disturbing rumor. It's said a hodag has made a lair in a cave south of here. Whether true or not, traders are taking no chances, taking forest routes instead. Let me mark the cave on your map. Oh, I've never fought a hodag yet. Girl, we fought a hodag at the bridge. You're from Mivon, you say. What is their view on this new barony? Long ago, Mivon was founded by the sword lords who refused to bow before the new ruler and fled fled Bravoy. While not Evans anymore, our people and the people here have a lot in common. As I've heard, the barony here was founded by the people from Restov. We look upon them as distant cousins, I suppose. Welcome cousins, that is, not family you'd rather forget. Good fortune to you and safe travels. Hold on a moment. I didn't have a chance to reward you for your help. Fortunes are best shared after all. Safe travels.
I'm there.
Troll, branded troll. Yep, that's them, all right. We are definitely in the woods. Okay, let's go. Yeah, it's fine.